One thing makes me happy is knowing he's gonna be all right.
Your son is old now. Or he's dead.
This little garden is teaching me to enjoy the present. Nothing else really matters, man.
High Life is an art house space drama directed by Claire Denis. The film takes place in far out space and revolves around a group of death row inmates who are a part of a human reproduction experiment. What's fascinating about the film is the fact that it has a sci-fi plot, and yet it doesn't feel like part of the genre at all. It feels more like a meditative drama that tackles the subjects of human nature and sexuality, and the film just happens to take place in space. High Life definitely earns its R rating as it contains a lot of nudity and some violence. Said violence isn't done that well, as it's extremely obvious that the actors aren't hitting each other. The score is great and is used extremely well in all scenes. The times where it's used best is in the sex scenes, as it's sexy yet disturbing at the same time. Robert Pattinson does a really good job here as he continues to prove that he's one of the best actors working today. Although his performance slightly reminded me of his previous work in The Rover, the sets and the cinematography look really great and really makes us feel the isolation and the loneliness of the characters. I could imagine myself going crazy up there after just a few days. The special effects could use some work, as whenever I saw space I just thought it looked like a black room. Perhaps this was done for a specific reason, but it still really bothered me. There is only one scene in the film that I could say is really poorly acted. It takes place on a train and it seems like the actors are reading off of cue cards, and the timing of their responses is really bad considering that one actor is supposed to cut off the other one, and yet it just feels like they're waiting for each other to finish their lines. The pacing of the film is slow and methodical, and while this may be a negative for some, to me I found it intoxicating. The movie gave off this retro vibe, which made it feel like a 70s science fiction film. Maybe this is why the special effects look the way they do. The director delivers the narrative by jumping all over time, having us piece together what's really going on in each one of those scenes, which is easy to do considering the plot is straightforward. What's not straightforward is what it all means. Maybe this film is the director examining what it means to be human. The film seems to state that even though we evolved over time, we are still creatures that crave sex and are violent, and would do anything to protect our offspring. I can't really recommend this film to everyone. However, if you're like me and you like experimental French cinema, I would definitely check this film out.